Douglas,
Hi.
how's the conference going? I know you're one of the exhibitors here.
We are, yeah, it's great. It's awesome to be back in person
I know.
at an event.
Tell me about it.
I showed up yesterday, I kind of came up the escalator and I was like, oh my gosh, oh yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, it's like there's people and no one's at masks. It's great.
I find there's something special about human connection. Like, you can do Zooms, you can do virtual conferences, but I don't know, just being in person, there's
Absolutely.
that buzz and energy, and
we're
something
still,
special about it.
that's right, we're still coming to the office ourselves at Sharesight a couple days a week, so it's not full time, but even just being with colleagues here, it's fun, you know?
It's fun.
Yeah.
So, no, I agree. I'm really glad they put it on this year and it's real. How are you finding numbers and just the interaction?
It's good, yeah, it's good. We've had a lot of traffic at the booth. I just gave a little talk just a moment ago and had some people come up after that.
So tell me a little bit about your talk.
Yeah, sure. So I was talking about, our software in general, but also some of the implications for accountants and bookkeepers in terms of what's happened in the share trading markets since COVID. So what's happened is there's all these new investors have piled in.
Because people are just sitting at home and they have nothing
That's right.
to do.
So it's right. So we all thought we were sitting at the base because the market fell off a cliff when COVID hit the shores of Australia. Rightly so, I guess. And everyone was at home, not spending their money on holidays, and so they started buying things online and then share trading. And the market just took off like a rocket from there. And what that means for accountants is that there are more clients that are going to be asking questions around, hey, I bought and sold these random shares. But not only that, there are more people investing in overseas shares, in things like ETFs, and cryptocurrencies, and NFTs, and all these kind of esoteric types of investments. And accountants need to know how to deal with that stuff. That's kind of what we help out with, what I talk about today.
Okay, tell me a bit about how accountants, I guess, can help and just get a handle on this whole crypto and NFT thing and reporting for it. I just spoke to a gentleman earlier. One of the things that he, I guess, finds bizarre is just how silent the ATO is on all of this. So how should accountants go about it? How do you facilitate that?
It's confusing. I mean, the ATO does have some decent resources on the website. I mean, I go there myself. I'm still educating myself on it as well because we don't hold anything to sell at Sharesight. We're just a software platform. But it's challenging. I would say, if I was an accountant, I would encourage my clients to look at some of the more mainstream cryptocurrency exchanges because the ATO now has data integrations with those exchanges, which means that it's all above board. And
it's not as anonymous as people think, is it?
No, it's not. Not in that respect.
People think it's like, no, nobody knows what I'm doing.
That's right. That's right.
It's like, no, we share. Like, we're reporting it.
No, basically, like it's all treated just like shares, like with capital gains taxes and losses and taxable income and all that. It's all pretty vanilla in terms of the tax treatment. But the confusing thing is there's all these disparate sources where you can buy and sell crypto, and some of it lives offline, and these things have these cold wallets and all this kind of stuff. So
now you do. I think we touched on it before. You do, B2C, but you do a lot of B2B, which is accounting firms that license your software.
That's right. So we have two streams of software. We're popular among self-directed investors who use our platform directly. But we also have a professional edition called Sharesight Pro. And accounting firms and bookkeepers sign up to that, and then what they often do is they invite the client in to set up the portfolio, because often the client is
and they just is it seamlessly linked to all of the trading platforms?
It does, yeah. So we integrate with over 100 brokers, and so you can bring in all the trading history, and then we'll populate the ongoing trades as well.
And now you've integrated all the crypto and the NFT.
Most of that's coming in as well, yeah.
How does it work with what's it called, like hard wallets, soft wallets?
That's right. So we can only integrate with the ones that are sort of, I would say, online hot wallets, exchanges. Cold wallets can't do that. It's cold and they're offline. So
exactly.
And then downstream we also integrate with Zero as well. And so if a client makes a trade that comes through to our platform, then on a Zero in relatively real time.
Okay. And I think you've told me about like 400 plus accounting firms that use your software.
That's right. Yeah.
How much time do you find it saves?
Quite a bit.
What's the feedback that you get from accounting firms?
Quite a bit. I mean, basically, accountants are used to having the client come in with a spreadsheet or a shoebox full of contract notes saying, here are my trades, you sort this out. So that would be, a day's worth of work.
And they probably missed out on a few.
Absolutely.
Entered the wrong number.
Absolutely. And that problem is multiplied because most customers use more than one broker. The partner has a broker. So
you got one for international shares, you got one for domestic.
You're often dealing with 3 to 4 different sort of sources of data. So since we aggregate all of that, we can take that kind of day-long data aggregation process and turn that into about a 30-minute exercise. So it's quite efficient in time savings.
But essentially, accountants should just be able to print it out and put it straight into their tax software.
No, because often what happens throughout the year is there's things like DRPs, dividend reinvestment plans, that get switched on and off. There are adjustments that need to be made to distributions. There's all kinds of little things that happen throughout the course of a taxable year that sort of in our opinion, should be looked at in real time as you're going on throughout the year, so that you can do a tax plan as opposed to looking back to just, okay, let's fill up the
So
software.
it helps with the tax planning
Absolutely,
aspect as well. Okay.
Yeah. So one of the things we do really well is capital gains tax reporting. So we'll show you on an unrealized basis all of your tax gains or losses that are hypothetically there.
Yeah.
And so you and the accountant kind of look at those and perhaps put together a plan around how to offset some of those gains or some of those losses.
Okay. Excellent. Sounds like an amazing product.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you.